All of us had a day where we finally managed to find some new manhwas to read but end up finishing it too quickly because the manhwa was too short. While it can be amazing to finish a few manhwas in a single day, many fans want a series that they can binge read for a really long time. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa with more than 100 chapters. So let's start a list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have 404 Case Manual, 30 Seconds Till Apocalypse. This is the story of a young man named Hope who lived in a life without any dreams and expectations. When he was finally pushed by the despair due to unemployment, breakup and family debt, he decides to end his life by jumping off a building. But as soon as he was about to jump, his phone strangely receives a 30-second countdown timer. When the countdown finished, the world around him changed completely. This is an apocalyptic manhwa where the main character gets stuck in a time loop and every time he dies, he ends up in a different time loop. The main character is an idiot at the start but goes through character development after going through many horrific situations. However, its story is a bit weird and confusing, so you can give it a try if you are an apocalyptic manhwa lover. Coming at number 9, we have I Am a Human but More So a Vampire. After years of vigorous attempts by the pure blood to wipe out the new blood vampires, the world saw a great decrease in the number of new blood cases across many countries and the era of peace was attained. However, this was far from the truth and there was still many new blood remaining. This is the story of Zhao Yueshi, a new blood who instinctively kills his mother and later gets slain at the hand of his father who was a pure blood. But this was not Yueshi's end as he gets revived by a mysterious vampire of unknown origin. This is a typical vampires versus humans type of manhwa. Its art is good and its story is decent but nothing great. So if you like these kinds of supernatural manhwa, then you can give this one a try. Coming at number 8, we have Leveling Up by Only Eating. Kang Min-hyuk suffered from a rare condition that makes it almost impossible for him to stop eating. Despite his strict diet and exercise routine, his hope of survival grew dimmer as days went by. As a last resort, his doctor suggests him to play the VR game called Athens, where he can eat as much as he wants, and thus begins the life-saving game journey of Min-hyuk, who makes his character stronger by doing nothing but eating. This is a VR MMO manhwa with a really unique plot. The story mainly focuses on slice of life, but it also has quite a few action scenes in it. The main character is very likable and carefree character who becomes super strong as the story progresses. So if you are looking for a casual manhwa, then you should definitely give this one a read. Coming at number 7, we have The Long Way of the Warrior. The protagonist Naru was the strongest warrior of his kingdom. However, later, he gets betrayed by his master and his kingdom gets destroyed by enemy forces. After losing everything, he gets sold as a gladiator to the Roman Empire and now he must do everything in his power in order to attain freedom. The art of this manhwa is average, but its story is really good. The main character is super strong right from the beginning and defeats all of his enemies without any problems. He's also very caring and doesn't let anyone hurt the people around him. The side characters are also written nicely and they help the main character attain his goal. Coming at number 6, we have Lumen. In the land of Solifer, witches and werewolves lived alongside human beings. This is the story of a runaway werewolf named Lumen who had been surviving all on his own since he left his home. Later, he gets hired as a bodyguard to protect a witchy boy named Cody. But being betrayed by others in the past, Cody tries to keep Lumen away from him, making Lumen's job considerably hard. However, everything changes when an unfortunate event puts both their lives in danger, forcing them to fight for their survival together. This is a pretty wholesome manhwa with decent art and a good storyline. Both the main characters are naive at the start, but they go through development after facing dangers together. However, the action scenes of this manhwa are not that good because the story is mainly focused on drama. Coming at number 5, we have Reverse Villain. Jung-woo was one of the strongest martial artists who was stuck in a reincarnation cycle along with his eternal enemy Shin-ryong. After failing to conquer the world even after his 5th attempt, this time Jung-woo reincarnates in the modern world that changes his goal. Now, rather than world domination, he seeks battles with powerful enemies, but almost no one in the world was his match. The art of this manhwa is pretty good and its storyline is also great. The main character of this manhwa was a villain but turns into an anti-hero after reincarnating to the modern world. He's overpowered right from the beginning and gets even stronger as the story progresses. Coming at number 4, we have I am the Grim Reaper. On Earth, there are two types of people, one bad and the other really bad. The protagonist Scarlet belonged to the latter group and gets sent to hell without any memory of her life after she dies. She gets assigned to the worst punishment in hell but receives an offer from Satan, the king of hell. Now she had become a Grim Reaper who had to collect the souls of sinners. Follow her as she struggles to do her job and finds the reason behind her death. The art of this manhwa is nothing great, but its storyline is really good. The main character is a bit emotionless at the start, but after interacting with other characters, she starts to go through character development. All the side characters have unique personalities and a deep backstory that somehow brings the main character closer to finding the truth. Coming at number 3, we have All of Us Are Dead. Life at Hyosan High School was nothing special until the students had realized that they were now in a pandemic of a deadly virus that turns its victims into flesh-eating monsters. As the virus tears through their schoolmates in a matter of hours, they realize they have nowhere to run. Now trapped in their high school with zombified versions of their friends and teachers, they must find a way to survive and escape this place alive. This is a great apocalyptic manhwa with pretty decent art and great storyline. The characters are very well written and the way they react under different situations make them feel more human-like. Overall, this is a great manhwa and a must-read for all post-apocalyptic genre lovers. Coming at number 2, we have Helper. Guang Nam was the leader of a biker gang named Kilberos who dies and finds himself in the underworld with a black bracelet on his wrist. He soon learns that while one black bracelet means a ticket to hell, 100 black bracelets can be traded in for a white bracelet, which is a ticket to reincarnation. Now he sets out on a quest to change his fate and find the truth behind his death. This manhwa is way different than other manhwas of the same genre. Its art style might not be that good, but its storyline is incredible. All of its characters are great and most of them have a unique personality. And although it is filled with comedy scenes, its story sometimes turns really dark and dramatic. Coming at number 1, we have Parallel City. After the appearance of doppelgangers, fear sweeps through the people as they start reporting their own twins which they never had. Then later the reports of the doppelgangers start decreasing, as if they never existed in the first place. This is the story of Choi Min, a parkour expert who gets swept up in this incident after his missing friend miraculously returns several months later. This is a very unique manhwa. Its art is good and its unpredictable story is really interesting. The main character is weak at the start but gets stronger later in the story. The side characters are well written and all the action and parkour scenes are also drawn nicely. So if you are looking for something different to read, then this manhwa definitely won't disappoint you. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.